What's going on, guys? Your boy Physical R9 and welcome back to my F1 Fridays. And today we're on the second race, which is in Malaysia. It's on the Sepang circuit, which is a very damn good circuit. It's got a lot of straights, especially now in the first the pit straight down, straight drag race to the first right and then left chicane, which is a very dangerous part of the track, especially in the first few seconds of the race. It's going to be really tight into that corner and congested. It's going to be a lot of touching of cars in that kind of sector. So without further ado, let's talk about the driver which I'm racing with today. It is Pastor Maldonado driving the Williams, and the reason why I'm driving with this guy is basically from the last race in Australia. He had probably one of the best races of his career, and by far from a Williams perspective, that's a real plus, because they haven't really been doing good since last season. Obviously they had one of the worst records since ever being in Formula 1, consisted of their points tallies anyway. And Pastor Maldonado had a phenomenal race. He would have finished, but the only thing that let him down, he had an accident, which for him is kind of frustrating, because he was pushing to try and overtake a Ferrari. And back in the days, you must have heard that a lot, obviously, but now the Williams are really trying to push themselves, get them back into the top, top 5, I'd say, top 6, 7 contentions, because their car is looking good this season, definitely in the race pace. And Maldonado had a phenomenal race in Australia. I think he just was pushing too much to catch that Ferrari. He was in touching distance on that kind of last lap, and then he had that accident. He just went into the wall, lost control of the car. I think he pressed the curves button too early, or one of those kind of things. That I don't think there was a DRS activation zone there, so kind of lost the back end of the car, and then he just went into the wall. Front tire came off and all that. All that debris all over the place, and and on this track, I reckon the Williams, if he gets a good qualifying position, he can do well, as we've seen in the last race. And with the new cars, obviously the new tires and all that stuff, they're playing a real big part, especially in the last race, Australia. We've seen a lot of 2-stops and 3-stop strategies, and obviously with the Sauber on a 2-stop or 1-stop strategy, obviously their drivers can maintain in a different way, and they really go for like long stints. So they're in a different kind of category when it comes to tire management and all that. And obviously the race winner, Jenson Button, phenomenal race, absolutely terrific, maintained his pace, pulled out tremendous gaps. As soon as he led from the first corner, he just overtook Hamilton, which is always a good plus sign to overtake your teammate in the first corner. And he basically led from there, and Vettel came second because of the pit stop jump, and Hamilton with a frustrating third in his eyes, because he wasn't too happy on the podium. And then it was Mark Webber and fourth, and so on and so on and so on. But looking forward to Malaysia. Really want to see what the Ferrari bring, because we heard Felipe Massa saying that they were concentrating on the next race ahead after qualifying didn't go really well, so they were thinking ahead to the new race. They're going to do a few changes in the car so it performs better in Malaysia, so I'm hoping that comes through as well. And obviously in Malaysia, I really think that the McLarens are going to be successful. I reckon probably Button may just tip Hamilton for pole position, and obviously Vettel going to be in the mix, that's definite. And you might even see the Mercedes possibly pushing in there. Obviously we've seen Grosjean, the Lotus Renault driver, who had a phenomenal qualifying, coming third against above the Red Bulls, the Mercedes, but unfortunately not above the two McLaren boys, because they actually absolutely floored it, in my opinion. So kind of thinking it's going to be a McLaren, probably a McLaren front row, unless Vettel splits them. And from the race, it really depends kind of on that first turn. I reckon it might be if I reckon Hamilton might jump on if it's the other way around in this case. But I'm hoping for a good race, obviously, of course, and the McLarens are definitely going to be in the fight and the mix for victory, because they've been pushing like mad, and hopefully we get to see Sebastian Vettel showing some of his form within the race. And obviously please like the video if you liked it, guys, and obviously I'll be bringing you the next race, which will be in China, Shanghai, and be in tune for that.